Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope everybody had a great Tuesday. If you played a little MLB DFS last night, hope you had a winning day. My day went fairly well, so that's always a nice thing. If you're new to the show, Sportsology, this is simply me coming on here talking about my two areas of expertise. I do technology advising all day long for a company called Enterprise Systems Group out of Little Chute, Wisconsin. We cover the whole Wisconsin area and most of the upper Michigan area as well. And then at nighttime, I am a hardcore daily fantasy sports player. So if you need any advice on that, if you got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out on either. My email address is right down there in the display or the comments section. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about either one of those. Okay, let's start with technology time today and just go through something very, very quick and simple. So I just set up an appointment with a local school district to talk to them about a digital display. If you know what smart boards are, they have been around for a while now, and they had the market cornered for a long time, especially within the school district area. And they were kind of a cool new technology that did a great job, and a lot of people were very happy with them. Now, if you paid attention at all the digital displays that are meant to kind of compete with them are coming out of the woodwork. There are tons of them. Every time I go to like a school conference, you'll just see all these different vendors out there with just, you'd have a plethora of options at your disposal now that you didn't have before. That's great for the customer. It gives you more options. That should continue to help keep things price competitive for them. And it gives them lots of opportunity to find what is be best suited for them and their district or their private business as well. Company that we use here at ESG is called Infocus, and one of their products that competes very well within the education vertical is going to be something called a J-Touch. Now, if you'd be interested in a demonstration of this, please feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to set that up with you. But the two areas or two things that I find where the J-Touch really excels, which is nice for the customer, which is you, is going to be, first off, they don't have recurring costs. If you look at your smartboard, for example, you get a recurring cost, an annual fee that is associated with it, whereas J-Touch, you don't have that. Any money you can save, especially within a school district, is wonderful. I think we all know that education is underfunded in this country, so they're always trying to adhere to their budgets to spend the taxpayers' monies wisely. So anytime you have the opportunity to save money, always a good thing. Okay, the other thing is you don't have to do any kind of bulb replacement. On the smart boards, you have to replace these bulbs every so often. They're expensive. I mean, nobody enjoys having to replace things, but it is an extra cost that occurs, whereas the J-Touch uses a laser as opposed to a bulb, just a different way of doing it, and it should is another way it should help, specifically education, like we're talking about today, save money within their budget to spend on other areas. And that's pretty much what we're talking about. There's a lot of feature functionality that goes along with it. And if you'd be interested in a demonstration or discussing it further, don't hesitate to reach out. I'd love to talk to you about it. Okay, now we pivot over to fantasy sports. Today is Wednesday. Wednesdays usually will have daytime matchups for Major League Baseball. I spent a few minutes this morning just setting up kind of an initial feeler lineup. As the starting lineups come out, I will slowly adjust it. Slowly is probably not the right word. It's a weekday, so I will quickly adjust it because you only have so much research time during the day. This is what I got for right now. Subject to change, but I'm starting off with my pitching spots. I start with Steven Strasburg. One, he's been fantastic all year. Two, it's one of the few games that doesn't seem to have weather as a major concern. Mother Nature appears to not be very kind to a lot of the baseball games today. So that's especially important with pitchers. You want to get somebody who won't pitch 2 innings, get caught in a rain delay, and then miss the rest of their innings. So Strasburg looks very good there. I'm also going to go with Tyler Chatwood, who's probably an unknown to many of you, but he pitches for the Colorado Rockies. He's gotten lit up a few times this year. In 2 starts this year, he's got a combined 6.5 DraftKings points where he's allowed 8 runs over 10 innings. What do those starts have in common? They were in Coors Field. Outside of Coors Field, he has 2 starts this year against the Dodgers and the Giants, both pretty decent teams. Actually, I take it back. Those are the teams we played at home. His 2 games on the road against Arizona and the Cubs, 53 combined points. He's been very good away from Coors Field. He's in Petco today. That's a pitcher's ballpark. I like him to come through and provide you some cap flexibility as well. So Strasburg and Chatwood. Moving over to catcher, I'm going with our Milwaukee Brewers, Jonathan Lucroy, who was really heated up at the plate as of late. I don't know for sure that he's going to play today. Occasionally, day game after night game, he won't be in there, but he's looked really good. And when he gets locked in like this, he's almost guaranteed to hit solid contact at least a few times at the plate. Okay, his teammate, Chris Carter, first base, has taken his opponent Let me look him up. Hector Santiago. I just want to make sure I got his name right. He's taken him yard a couple times before. Carter has 4 home runs in the last 3 games, 2 multi-home run games. He's locked in right now. He doesn't need to hit the ball much to get it to go out. He's got unbelievable, just natural power to him. So Chris Carter. Second base, I have Ben Zobrist from the Chicago Cubs. Not one of my favorite picks. That one's subject to change. Third base, Yunel Escobar. I've also considered Tommy LaStella over here. I may switch that around. But Escobar bats the leadoff for the Angels, who go up against the Brewers today. Zach Davies has an ERA of almost 9. He allows almost a run per inning. So I like a lot of the Angels today. So we start with Escobar. Back to shortstop, we're going to go with another Brewer, Jonathan Villar. He just needs to get on base. If he gets on base, he's going to try to steal lots of extra points. And then in the outfield, I got 2 Angels and a Brewer, Rafael Ortega, Mike Trout, and Domingo Santana. I'm really targeting the Brewers versus Angels games today. The Brewers have been locked in at the plate lately, and the Angels have a great matchup going against Zach Davies. The other thing I love about this is really, really simple, and that is the fact that the Brewers play with a retractable roof, so you know they're going to get the game in. With Mother Nature calling for lots of possible rain today, that makes it safe, and it was already a game I planned on targeting anyway. So that's what I got for you today, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I will talk to you soon.